How should you use crypto? Or, different question, how can you invest in crypto intelligently? Well, I have a proposition here, or an idea of how you can do exactly that. Now, think about it this way. When there's an asset class that's relatively new and there's a lot of upside, there's a lot of hype, but it's not quite where it needs to be yet. Think of cannabis a few years ago. Everyone said cannabis is the next hottest thing, next frontier, you can make all this money. But there were a lot of variables, a lot of things that had to go right for it to actually pan out. Regulatory things, they had to be adopted as legal versus not being, well, illegal. Things of that nature. With crypto, you have some of those same question marks, okay? So what do you do in a position like that? Now, let's say you have a very basic portfolio that's split up this way. Alternative assets, let's say real estate, energy, illiquid, longer term investments you have over here. They compound the way they do. Then you could have index funds over here. You could have some bonds. Overall, a nice, steady, basic portfolio that grows, let's say 10, 15% a year, where the bulk of your portfolio affords you the luxury to where you can take 5 to 10% of your portfolio and you then can invest it where your portfolio doesn't go down. It's not at risk, but the extra money you have, you can risk it and see, hey, does this pan out? You might hit it big and that little 5, 10% could mirror what the bulk of your portfolio did. But the bulk of your portfolio creates the hedge that allows you to do that in the first place. Now, if you put 90% of your money, 100% of your money into crypto, you're really bullish on the asset class. Have you heard the saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket? And if this one basket actually turns out to be a paper cup, oh my God, right? So you want to be careful and mindful about that. But that is one such way. Let's say that's, invest in a small percentage of your portfolio. Another way you can do it, let's say you have money coming in, let's say a tax return, or let's say you're doing a random job here, just extra money that you hadn't seen in your budget. You can allocate that towards the risky investments like cannabis, or in this case, crypto. Another way you can do it is, let's say you have a budget, because you should be tracking your spending. Let's say you have one night where you go, you know what, I go out drinking and spending money dinner. Let's say you cut one off for each month and you put that towards crypto. You're not losing anything. Granted, you're not going out that weekend, but you put it towards that where you can basically afford to lose it. Now, what that does is you take money that was actually part of your discretionary income that you plan on spending anyway, putting it into that. If it works out, it works out. Great, fantastic. If it doesn't, well, you learned a valuable lesson. And valuable lessons are very, very, very valuable indeed. And they can help guide you in the future as you start building your portfolio and your finances. So that's one such, those are a couple ways where you can invest in crypto and doing so intelligently without putting your whole portfolio and yourself at risk. Because nobody wants to be at the end of the game and realizing it all was for nothing. So just stuff to keep in mind. Would you invest in crypto? Drop the comments below.